well to open it now. So the roller there itself has spent quite a lot of time in the preservation world. It was owned by Ford Brothers. They used it for quite a few years, but originally it was used by Buncombe's of Highbridge in their road-making business. So that's roller number 2, the 1902 18 Importer Class R10 roller. Then we've got slightly later on, the 1905 18 Importer roller. This one was supplied to the Edison Steam Rolling Company of Dorchester, and it there held the fleet number of 145. It was sold to Wiltshire County Council in the early 1920s, and then it was then passed on to Buncombe's of Highbridge in August of 1928. The front rolls were passed by Easton and Johnson of Colton, and they were replaced during its working life. It entered preservation into the mid-1960s, and it passed through 3 owners until 1992, when the present owner started a complete restoration. The owner of this one is Richard Newman from Highbridge. Richard's driven the roller here this weekend. And I know that he's done an awful lot of restoration work on there. In fact, we've got 2 Richards on there. They both worked extremely hard on that roller to replace the boiler, firebox, various plates and all sorts of other bits and pieces on it to spread it back to the condition that it's in there. So that's the 1905 Navy Importer. Coming in there, number 1, the 1900 Marshall horsepower agricultural engine, known as Little Audrey. She was due to Mr. Honey, who was a North Devon contractor. It was then purchased by Henry James in the mid-1950s, and it passed on to his son. Now, Tyrone and his family, and the engine has been in preservation for longer than it's had in its working life. It's 110 years old this season. It's owned by Tyrone James of Newquay, and it's crewed by Chris Lawford and the James family. So that's a general purpose agricultural type traction engine there, built in 1900, the Marshall 6 horsepower, with the name Little Audrey. Right, on to miniature steam now. Just trying to put that. Right, number 6 this is a McLaren 4-inch to the scale. 4-inch to the foot scale. This is a road locomotive known as Endurance. It's a machine that was finished in 2000 and is shown complete with its traction wagon. And it's owned by Mr. M. Lewis of Wellington. The next one is a Fowler. This is a Fowler N7 traction engine called Diana John, and it was built by the owner from castings which were made by MJ Engineering over a period of 6 years, and it was actually finished in 2004. So that's the little Fowler 87 there. Number 1 is a Marshall 3-inch to the foot scale traction engine. This is an engine that took 10 years to build, and it's owned by Mr. Dick Rawls of Weston-super-Mare. Number 8 is a 4-inch scale Burrell traction engine. This is an engine that was completed in 2007, and it was built from a kit over 2.5 years. It was first rallied in Dorset in the year 2007, and is owned by Alan Davis of Radstock.
Yeah. Same engine, isn't it?
Yeah. It'd be interesting, really.
Number 7.
To see them together, wouldn't it? Like, can't believe it,
I was looking either side of the window, you see, so I could see one hand and then the other. But you did it the polite way. It wasn't on your bike that way. Right, number 7 is a 4-inch to the foot scale Foster engine. This one known as Bernie. This was an engine that was completed in 1997, and it was named after the owner's wife's grandfather, who drove the wife of the owner's grandfather, who drove the Fairbairn steam crane in the Bristol docks. And this one is owned by Paul Williams of Bristol. It's all right, John, the brain's gone dead a minute. Right, number 4 now is a Fowler A9 agricultural general purpose traction engine. This again is the 4-inch scale. And it's owned by John Mitchell of West Clanmore. That's over near the East Somerset Railway. Here, a nice display of steam engines for you. Isleport size. I don't say there's another one this year in the programme, which is Lord Louis. That's the engine that's owned by Mike Ward. And I dare say that it possibly around by the house or one of the other areas belted up to something. Or, I haven't seen her personally, but I dare say she's here. And that's the reason that she's not around. Not there's anything wrong with her. But once you get anything run on the same steam pressure as the larger engine, but usually when you scale them down, the size of the components go down, but the problems tend to go up in size, so you can end up with more problems in enough, particularly with a miniature engine. But despite their size, it's amazing how much power those little engines have actually got. They'll quite easily pull a car along the road with no problem whatsoever.